The most important metric you need to know to grow your YouTube channel is attracting the right audience. I mean, YouTube says this everywhere. It says that the algo follows the audience. So the audience is at the center of everything you want to do when it comes to growing your YouTube channel. But oftentimes I see people making basic mistakes in repelling instead of attracting their ideal target audience. So what are those mistakes and what should you be doing to attract your audience and not repel them is what I'm going to talk about in today's video. So are you ready? Hey Go-Getter, I'm Salma Jafri, and on this channel, I'm going to show you how to grow your visibility, credibility, and profitability with YouTube. So if that's what you want to do, hit the red subscribe button and the bell icon, and let's begin. This video is sponsored by Hot Content. Natalie and her team at Hot Content help busy YouTube creators get their videos planned, published, repurposed, and promoted so they can focus on what they do best, creating great videos and growing their businesses. Natalie recently helped her client double their subscribers, save more time, and quadruple their income. And she can help you do the same. Just record your YouTube video and leave the uploading, optimization, and promotion to Natalie. Every client I've referred to Natalie has absolutely loved working with her. Check out Hot Content today to get 50% off your first month on any of these services. Let's start this off with mistake number one that you might be making that's going to repel your audience instead of attracting them. So what is that mistake? The mistake is that you are not speaking the language of your target audience. Now let's break this down with an example. So let's say that you have a YouTube channel that shows millennial women how to get the job or career that they would love. So your target audience is women, probably between the ages of 25 to 40, and let's say they're based in the US. Now, in order to speak the language of this target audience, let's talk about some things that you should be doing and some things that you shouldn't be doing. So for example, if you're talking about, okay, whenever there's a problem, schedule a meeting and an in-person meeting and take it to HR and let's talk about it. You might come across as a little bit very traditional. You might come across as somebody who's a little bit stuffy, who schedules meeting for everything, because millennial women are often very wary of meetings. They know they could be a huge time suck and they could be something that is not the first line of communication usually for them. They might prefer a quick group chat. They might prefer to tackle the problem, in using technology, probably on their phones. And so you want to make sure that the video topics you choose, the language you talk in is catering to that ideal target audience. You are speaking the language of your audience, even if you are not your audience, but you have to speak the language of your audience. And this all comes from knowing and understanding how your audience is talking, what are the words they use, what are the slang things that they do, what are their mannerisms, what are the typical behavior patterns that they would be using and indulging in. And you want to use all of those terminologies and languages inside your videos. Mistake number two that you could be making is that you don't share your opinions and why the topic matters to you. Let's do this with an example. Let's say you have a channel on financial literacy that teaches young couples how to start saving for early retirement. But your videos are all full of facts, jargon, like boring PowerPoint presentations almost, right? And you're just sharing a lot of facts and figures about the funds you need, the kind of accounts you need, just calculations and things that you need to save money and all of that. But you're missing out on sharing the why. Why is early retirement a topic that is your passion? Why do you want to teach this? Why do you believe in this? Why do you think couples should start saving early? What are the benefits? What about your own life story? When did you start saving? And why did you start to save for retirement early? If you did, right? So all of those opinionated topics where you express your opinion, you share insights from your personal life or your clients' lives, or you share why this topic is important to you. These are the things that will make you relatable to your target audience, because it's more about a compatibility on value system than it is about being an encyclopedia of facts and knowledge. So when you share why the topic matters to you, you connect on an emotional level with your audience. And that is how you're going to be able to attract that particular audience based on not just numbers and encyclopedic data and stuff, which they could read about in any financial magazine, right? Think about it. They'll follow you and they'll be attracted to you based on your opinions on that topic and their relatability to your opinions. Mistake number 3 is that you are not using the right visuals that appeal to your target audience. So an example of a channel in this category might be that you have a channel that talks about minimalist living, decluttering your home, and the idea is to do all of this to enable a frugal living lifestyle. But in your videos, your background is messy. In your thumbnails, your text is low contrast, and you just give off the wrong color scheme, let's say red and black or something like that, which is too brash, bold, maybe for a frugal living channel. So if you were my client and I was coaching you, I would say something like, hey, let's go to Google and let's type in what colors depict frugality. So we'd actually go there and we find out a calming green is the color that depicts frugality, right? Now you have a basic color scheme, a basic visual to start off with. Now we develop your branding building on that. Okay, is this a color scheme that you can relate to? Or if not, maybe we'll type in some other words and choose some other basic color. Now, I like using Canva for this because they have a couple of resources that you can use to develop your color palette and your visuals that would attract your target audience. So one of my favorite ones is the color wheel. So if I put in the hexacode for the green that I want to use for frugal living, it'll tell me what the complementary color is, and can I use that perhaps to develop an entire color palette. The other thing you want to do, again using Canva, is font pairings. So the style and the type of font that you use is going to be the visual that is going to either attract or repel your target audience. And you need to be on target with attracting your audience with the right font combinations. Again, something that Canva can really, really help you with. So Canva has a feature called Brand Kits that allows you to put your color combinations and your font pairings as part of your branding inside your brand kit so that your branding is consistent across all the content that you want to create. So whether you're creating a YouTube thumbnail or a Facebook post, your branding will consistently attract your target audience. Now, I use Canva Pro because it has a ton of features like background removal, using brand kits, and so much more that I find invaluable as an entrepreneur and in terms of having consistent branding across all my social media channels. So I'm going to put a link to Canva Pro down in the description below, and you are free to check that out. If you'd like me to make more videos on how to identify and attract your target audience, comment below with the words audience development, and I'll be sure to make those videos. And now go and watch this video next on how to attract your core audience on YouTube.